Hey everybody, hope you're getting ready for your plank today. I'm a little bit tardy. I've had so much going on every day in the mornings and it's just been hard for me to plank around 11, but that's okay. And today I want you to think about, do you need to, or are you ready to break your record for planking? Okay, so Riley's roaming around. I'm sure he's not gonna come over and plank with us. I'm going to start on hands and then go to forearms. I think I'm just gonna do half and half today. Of course, you know I might change my mind, but we'll see how it goes. So, hi there, what are you doing, good boy? So, fingers spread wide, pull your shoulders down your back, then lift your upper back, lift your chest, pull in your belly, come up on your toes, shift your weight forward slightly. The timer has begun. And of course, you know, Riley could have walked to the left side of the camera, but no, he walked right by the right side. Anyway, that's okay. All right, once you're in your plank, do all of that again. Lift your upper back, separate your shoulders, pull in your belly again. Pretend like you're trying to pull your navel through your spinal cord. Tightening up your glutes, pressing your heels back. So you've got it going on, nice strong plank. So I wanted to talk about, do you need to try and break your own record for planking? And one reason why I came up with that is I had a couple people who sent me video of the woman whose name totally escapes me, who broke the world record for planking for women. And I'm pretty sure she planked for 4 hours and 20 minutes or something like that. And yowzer, I have no desire to try and break that record. Let me just go ahead and set that straight. Set the record straight that I do not care about doing that. We're at 1 minute, by the way. However, I do like to encourage people that maybe you should try to hold a little longer than you have been holding. So, you know, it's great if you can hold plank for 30 seconds, that's really good, but maybe you could hold for a minute, and you would do that by adding on time. You could start off by at your 30-second mark, and then hold as much longer as you can. Maybe your arms are shaking, and see if you can hold it for at least another 10 seconds. And then try and do that again the next day and the next day. And you'll be surprised that after a while, that won't be as hard as it seemed in the first place when you first did it. And then maybe you add on another 10 and another 10. You get the idea. So eventually you're working up to a minute. And, you know, a minute is really good. I mean, you probably, if you ask people, how long can you hold your plank? They're going to come up with some crazy number that really isn't true, or they have absolutely no idea. 2 minutes, by the way. And by crazy, I even mean that some people totally underestimate how long they can hold plank. I've had some people, when I talk about, okay, we're going to hold plank for a minute or whatever in yoga, and they'll say, oh my gosh, I probably can't hold plank for 10 seconds. Well, of course they can. You can hold plank for 10 seconds. You might struggle a little bit if you're not used to doing it, but 10 seconds is usually within people's grasp, especially people who are practicing hot yoga and they're not totally out of shape. We're at 2:30. I'm going to go ahead and switch to my forearms. So if you're switching, move into your next plank mindfully. Oh, I got to work on my blouse a little bit. And so you're pressing into the floor, separating your shoulders, pulling in your belly. Remember, if you move to forearm plank, you need to make sure your hips aren't jutting up or sagging down. So working on that nice long line. One of the best ways to know if your plank is looking good is just to have your camera set up next to you. You don't have to be recording, just have it on so you can see what you look like. Oh, we're at 3:13, by the way. Or have someone nearby watching to see if your plank looks okay. Or do it in front of your yoga instructor or fitness trainer, whoever. So somebody who would know what a plank is supposed to look like. You know, if you ask your mom, if you ask my mom, she'd have no idea. 3:30, but ask somebody else. So, okay, so let's go back to breaking records. Do you have to break a record? No. Do you have to increase your time? No, but if you start increasing your time, that is how you're going to get stronger. And the stronger you get, the easier your planks become. So, I mean, I can tell you quite honestly that now holding a minute for me is really nothing. Even 2 minutes, I mean, I still get a workout. Oh, we're at 4 minutes, holding for 5 minutes, which if I would start holding for 6 or 7 every day, it would probably get to where 5 minutes wasn't much of a challenge for me. but especially on my forearms. I really feel it in my shoulders. Also didn't help that I was working on something new with my handstands, and I did a whole lot of shoulder work last night and this morning. But that's okay, because I know, 4:30, I know that planks help make my handstands stronger. They make me stronger overall, working on my arms, my shoulders, especially my core, my lower back, my legs, my glutes. Everything's going on when you're planking. Okay, we are coming into the final 10 seconds. If you came down on your knees, come back up again. You can do anything for 10 seconds. Make sure you're nice and engaged, pulling in your belly, tightening up your glutes. We're at 5 minutes. I'm gonna hold a few seconds longer just because I'm crazy. And when we get to 5:15, I'm gonna stop. We're at 5:10, I got 5 more seconds, I can do it. 3, 2, 1, yay, there we go. And my fingers are stuck together. They are permanently interlaced. Okay, so hopefully you are working on making your plank a little bit longer if you think you need to. If you're, I think if you can work up to a minute or 2 minutes, you will really see the benefits and you'll be happy that you did it. Okay, see you next time.